Hey, how's it going and welcome along. I'm Rory from Giraffe Head Studios. I guess it's time just to start saying that. That's the easiest way, right? I guess it's a little bit easier to follow. And anyway, welcome along to the video. This is the Ragdolls physics experiments, the game devlog. This is episode 13. Unlucky for some, but hopefully not for me. And because of that, I'm going to make this a short one. There's actually so much to cover. I don't want to do it all in one video because it'll just be all too much.
Sounds like a good plan.
So I'm going to break up and we're going to just talk in this video a little bit more about the tutorial zone, and then we'll move on. I'll give you a sneak preview of what I'll talk about in the next episode, which is going to be brilliant. Don't miss it. It's gameplay related and it's very exciting. It's really cool. In case you weren't aware, this is coming to Kickstarter.
It's funny you didn't mention it when I talked to you.
So there is a Kickstarter pre-campaign page. Please head over to that. There is a link in the description. Click the notify me on launch button and you will be one of the OG members. You'll be one of those early few that got in and can say, yep, I was there at the beginning of that.
In the beginning. Yeah.
You'll also get access to some really cool early bird rewardy stuff. So if you're interested in all that, please make sure you go and do that. Anyway, let's give you a rough idea of what we're doing here. So I'm going to do play from here. And yeah, like I say, this is going to be where you'll start. And it'll be all cool. There'll be a thing. And then at this point, you'll then sort of take over control. And you'll sort of need to start heading towards the door. So this light is important because basically any door that you need to go forward with will have a surrounding light like this. So that's how you kind of know you're heading in the right direction. And you come through here. This will be where you learn you press shift to run. There'll be a kind of little bit of a set piece here. So we've got the guy, the ragdoll running, and you'll see that he's there on the treadmill running, and there'll be a comical voiceover thing here.
Gotta keep running.
It should be quite funny. We'll see what I can add there. You carry on down here, and you'll see I've done quite a lot of tidying. It looks very neat. It's all quite well finished. But this is where you learn to jump. Whee! There we go. Nice and easy.
Wow, how did you do that?
And again, you'll see that the light's here because this is the direction we need to keep going. We'll come through here. And now this is really interesting bit, because this is where you have no choice. To move forward, you need to fall. Now, you might think you might be able to jump over there, but you won't reach it. This is where it introduces you to the falling system. So if you fall and it's less than 15 meters, but more than 5, you will ragdoll onto the floor. So let me show you what I mean. See, so you'll ragdoll onto the floor, he'll disappear, but then you have control of him again.
Yes, I like that very much.
Now, the idea is that if it's more than 15 meters, you'll actually technically die and you'll reappear in the elevator. That's why you've got to be a little bit careful when you're building high. You don't want to be falling really high because it's a pain, because you'll end up back in the elevator. The next thing is we now need to build our way out. So here's where you'll be introduced to the building controls. And here you can see we can build a 4-meter foundation and a ramp. Now, the foundation looks like this, and the ramp looks like this, and you won't actually be able to jump as high as this foundation. That will be an upgrade. You'll be able to unlock something that will allow you to jump that high. So for the tutorial, you will need to build, up. So, you'll create something like this, whilst guided by, the voice of the factory. And you'll just keep building up until you get up high enough. Now, obviously, I can cheat a little bit here because I can jump as high already. And I can get through like that. And, I just ragdolled because I must have tripped over something.
It's a bug!
That introduces you to the building system. And when we come through here, that gets disabled. You won't be able to build that anymore. You'll come into here and there'll be another set piece, and it'll teach you how to create a ragdoll and a boulder and how to take out the ragdoll with the boulder. Again, I haven't made all of that yet. I've just been working on the layouts of the rooms because they're going to be interesting. There's going to be things happening around them. It's kind of cool, right? So we'll carry on. When we come into here, we'll see that there's another little corridor.
Hello, Clarice.
Hello, Clarice.
All about guiding you around, you see. And now we come in here, and this is an interesting looking room. There's stuff happening. We've got ragdolls falling from the ceiling, which is quite fun and looks cool. There'll be really cool sounds, so you'll hear them noises and impacts and stuff. It's quite cool. Again, it's just a little set piece just to get you kind of used to how the game is working. And we'll carry on through. And again, there'll be another thing that happens in this little room.
What is it, though?
Actually, this little room is quite important. It teaches you about the collectibles. And there's a really cool, fun element about the collectibles, which I will explain more in a later video. Not this one, because, again, there's so much to cover in it. But you come through here, and this is where our first kind of elevator is. And you will go into the elevator, and that will take you upstairs. And that's where you will now begin the game as normal. So I'll just go back into editor mode and we'll simulate this because the elevator doesn't actually work right now. We'll go up, bing, and that is where you will appear. You'll appear here and you'll be ready and good to go, like so, in the game. So that is the tutorial zone. It's really cool. I think it's really fun. It'll be a one-time deal, and we'll either have it so that you can reactivate it here on the computer so that you can go back in, or we might have a portal that allows you to kind of step in and you'll fall in through the beginning if you want to replay the tutorial. So that is that. Now quickly, before we go on to the teaser for the next episode, we need to do this at least once. I tried to organize a hide-and-seek competition, but good players are hard to find.
Please stop.
Right. We have an update on the challenges. Again, not in this episode. It's coming in another one. In the next episode, though, I will show you some really cool stuff that we have done. Let me just give you a sneak preview by going into the menu, scrolling down. There's one preview, and then there's the other.
That's exciting.
Okay, so we have some gameplay cool stuff coming in the next episode, not in this one. Make sure you subscribe and watch to find out how we're getting on with that.
I will, I promise.
It's really cool. It's really exciting. You've got to see it. It's great. We'll call it a day with this one now. Please don't forget the Kickstarter I mentioned earlier. You'll be able to press the click to notify me on launch. Then you can become one of the OG members. It's going to be really cool. Very exciting. Thank you very much for that. And also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to press that like button. Make sure you are subscribed so that you find out all of the stuff that's done and ready. And then also make sure you click the little bell, get notified when we put up a video. And feel free to comment your thoughts, your feelings. What do you think about the game so far? Do you want to know more? Feel free, ask a question. I'll always respond. It's great. I love when you guys talk to me in the comments. It's fantastic. Anyway, that is it for this episode. It sounds like it's starting to rain, so that was perfect timing. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye for now.